From Ryan, as a believer, I grew up believing the Christian creation story quite literally. Lately, I'm not sure it is to be taken literally or as an analogy. What is your take on it? Well, I do not take it literally. Many of the people who work here do, and so I'm speaking in the minority. But I don't take it as an analogy either. The Bible is a collection of books, and I believe it is a collection curated by God. I believe that it is the story that God wants us to have about himself, and it contains vast, vast, vast amounts of truth. I believe that every word in it is true, but that doesn't mean every word in it is literal or historical. I don't think that that is the way truth gets told all the time. Nobody was there at the creation. The people writing it weren't there, and I don't actually believe they meant it to be taken as a literal event. They meant creation stories are stories about who we are and what we're like. And the creation story in Genesis is, I believe, one of the most profound stories ever written. It is so profound, you could study it your entire life and never get to the bottom of what it tells you, the truths it tells you about our human state and what it is to be a human being. And so I think that that's more important about whether or not there was a guy named Adam and a girl named Eve. I think that's just a more important thing than that. So what I believe about the Bible is I believe there are different genres in the Bible. There's poetry, there's history, there is what this is kind of mythology. And you have to know, you have to kind of learn how to read to see which one is which. And different kinds of writing, I know from having studied it all my life, different kinds of writing are done in different ways and sound different. And so that's, like I believe the Job story is a legend based on a true story. That's what I believe that is. But it is a legend, but it is a legend based on a true story, kind of like the Faust myth. I believe the same thing about that. So anyway, you have to read these things as different. I do believe the Gospels are history. That doesn't mean that, they're not history seen through a human being. But anyway, I don't believe, and neither did St. Augustus, one of the founding fathers of Christianity. He did not believe that it should be taken literally either. And I don't see why we should be afraid of that. I think as long as we know that it is true, that's more important.